The Raccoons on Ice is a 1981 animated short film. This is directed by Kevin Gillis. It's written by Gillis and Juliet Packer. It's narrated by Rich Little. And this was not too bad. I've seen at least one other Raccoons short film before, maybe a couple. I'm not a huge fan, but whenever I've watched them, I have found them to be quite nice. And this one is certainly no exception. I didn't find it to be the most engaging, but it's not too bad. The lake is currently facing destruction from Cyril Sneer, who I think is an absolutely brilliant character. And obviously nobody wants this to happen. This construction is going to cause a lot of problems in the forest. So they decide to have a hockey game on ice. And whoever wins will own the lake and decide what happens. And I think, if nothing else, it's doing a good job of raising awareness about conservation, about the importance of not just getting rid of forest lakes to then develop things on them. And it can affect people in different ways. And I think it does a decent job of highlighting that. With regards to how engaging it is, as I said, it's okay. It's not the most fascinating narrative. I do feel like there were times when my attention was wandering a little bit. I didn't find it to be the most fascinating. But we do have some pretty decent characters. The Raccoons themselves are really brilliant characters. And I do think Cyril Sneer is a really great character. What's quite interesting about Cyril Sneer, well, I think it's interesting, is that I really remember that character. I don't remember watching the Raccoons in my childhood at all, but there's something about that character. Or it could be Cedric Sneer. They both have a very similar design, but there's something about that character design that I kind of remember really well, which is rather bizarre, but certainly well-written character, really great character design. And we have some really decent voice acting as well. We have a voice cast including Rich Little, Rita Coolidge, Leo Sayer, Michael Magee as Cyril Sneer, and I can't really fault it. It's not the most amazing story. The characters are maybe not the most fascinating apart from Sneer, but the concept is interesting enough, and the messages there, I think, are pretty good. So do I recommend it? Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a pretty easy watch with some important messages, so I can't really complain too much, but I didn't find it to be the most entertaining. Will I watch other Raccoons shorts? I might as well. As I said, I think I've watched at least one, maybe two, but I think there are a couple more. So I will look out for them. If you can recommend any, if you think that there are any that are worth watching more than others, please feel free to let me know. But for now, I'm happy enough to have watched the Raccoons on Ice. It's not my favourite, but at the same time, it's not bad. If it sounds like it would appeal to you, give it a go, but I doubt I'd watch it a second time.